In 2 days, President-elect Joe Biden is going to become the new president. In this video, I want to cover 3 of the biggest policy changes in immigration law that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have put out there that are discussed in the news media and what they really mean for immigrants, undocumented, green card holders, and others in terms of the future of immigration law for the next 4 years. Hi, my name is Mohammad Saleem. I'm an attorney practicing immigration law, and I have been following the latest developments in terms of what the proposed laws are going to be and the executive orders are going to be. So the 3 things that I want to cover in this video are related to the executive orders, which he wants to put into place within the first day of getting into office, and then the bills and the proposed laws that are going to be coming out that are going to be taking place a little bit over a period of time, as well as the 3rd thing, which is related to how he wants to reform the immigration system in terms of whether the backlogs within DHS, USCIS, the different agencies such as National Visa Center, the embassies, as well as significant changes to the asylum and immigration refugee programs that they have really discussed. So to first begin with, let me just explain briefly what an executive order is and why it's different than a law that's passed by Congress. The president has the authority to pass an executive order. President Trump passed an executive order issuing a travel ban restricting countries, most of those happen to be Muslim countries, having immigrants come to the United States and stay here, or even get other types of visas to come to the United States. So that was upheld by the Supreme Court. Now there's 13 countries. Yes, 13 countries are on the travel ban. Most of them happen to be Muslim countries from the Middle East or other parts of the world. Yemen, for example, is one of them that's been drastically affected. And of those countries, if a new president-elect, Joe Biden, gets into office, his first order that he could put into place by executive order is rescinding that travel ban. And it would be upheld by the Supreme Court, just like the Supreme Court upheld the previous travel ban that was issued by Donald Trump. That's one of the first things that this administration, Joe Biden, wants to implement, and it's only the start. The other thing that he wants to do by executive order is essentially continue the DACA program and have it extended for another 4 years. DACA is the program that's for dreamers, undocumented people that came to America at a young age. And for them, it's a really important program that helps gets work permits and protects them from deportation. He wants to extend that for 4 years. And then the other aspect of executive order that he wants to implement is a continuation of the temporary protective status program, the TPS program for many countries, such as Haiti, whether it's from El Salvador, Nicaragua, as well as Yemen. So that's a program that they want to not only have it extended, perhaps look at a country like Venezuela to make sure that people from there can also benefit as well, so that Venezuela be included, so immigrants from Venezuela could get protections and get work permits to work legally within the United States. Now, the other side to that, which shifts into the major second part of the policies and that they want to pass in terms of laws, really is what the Biden-Harris team wants to propose to Congress, so that Congress can essentially implement laws to help, whether it's DACA recipients or TPS recipients, so that they can actually have a pathway towards citizenship. Now, that's important because, many of these people have been living here for long periods of time, whether, you receive TPS from Yemen and you've been here from, the 20 years or so from whenever you arrived in the United States, or another country like Haiti, when the earthquake took place, you've been here for dozens of years. Those people would be eligible to apply for permanent residency, and once they become permanent residents, then they would be eligible at a later date to become a United States citizen. That is a proposal that's going to have to be done by law, because the president doesn't have that authority himself to give those people a green card or citizenship. So it's what they're proposing is going to be put forward amongst a Democratic Congress, which has the lower house and the upper house, Senate and the House of Representatives are in their hands, and they're hoping that they'll make traction on that. The other proposal that they want to put forward in terms of law is related to helping asylum seekers as well. And that kind of segues into this, the third part of what they're trying to do in terms of reforming the immigration system, in terms of EOIR, the Executive Office of Immigration Review. They want to make that process less burdensome for asylum seekers and other types of migrants who have come across the border. They will have access to a judge to have fair guidelines so that they don't quickly get removed from the United States in terms of whether it's an expedited removal, and also be able to look at some of those previous decisions that were issued by the previous Department of Justice. Now, that third part is really important in terms of just speeding up what could happen within Department of Homeland Security, USCIS. Right now, there's a massive backlog. They don't have enough staff within USCIS to make decisions on green card cases or citizenship cases. I remember in 2016-15, if you applied for citizenship, within 6 months, you would have a decision. Now, I've had clients waiting for over a year, sometimes a year and a half. They still haven't had their interview yet for their citizenship application. They're asked for multiple background checks on some of these other cases, whether it's green card cases and so forth. And just the administrative processing in national visa centers also gotten a lot worse, to a point where clients are incredibly frustrated. So more staff within the embassies, more staff within a national visa center, within USCIS, DHS overall will help improve that backlog and allow people to get their green cards and be able to become citizens a lot faster. Thank you. Stay posted. I'll try to update our community more and give more information once these bills are put there in writing and the executive orders are issued. I'll try to clarify them as well.